Cardi B's name is making headlines again. But this time, it's because of a microphone toss that descended into a major legal issue. Cardi is being sued by a lady who claims she was struck in the face when she threw her microphone at a 2023 show at Dre's Beach Club in Las Vegas, according to the lady who filed under the name Jane Doe. She wasn't merely loitering. She is demanding justice after claiming she was singled out and hit by that microphone. However, it goes beyond a simple bruise. Jane Doe claims she was physically and emotionally harmed by the encounter. She is claiming that this was more than a simple slip-up or heat-related incident. She claims it was needless, aggressive, and reckless. It's not here to gain influence either. She isn't attempting to trend or get likes. She is pursuing Card's wallet. According to Jane Doe, ever since Mike made contact, she has been coping with emotional trauma and even persistent physical pain. According to her legal team, Dre's Beach Club should also be held accountable for failing to maintain order. Although Card's side hasn't commented much yet, this case is gaining traction, and people are discussing online whether Cardi lost control or was provoked. In any case, the woman who started this wants more than an apology, and it is becoming a major legal storm. She desires the bag. Things took a crazy turn during Cardi B's performance in sweltering hot Las Vegas back in July 2023, in an attempt to keep things light and enjoyable. Cardi advised fans to splash her with water to cool her down because it was really hot. Doesn't it sound harmless? However, what followed had the internet in a frenzy. It went a bit too far for one admirer. They immediately threw a big splash of water in Card's face rather than a gentle sprinkling. She simply couldn't stand it, to put it mildly. Defended her, claiming that she was treated disrespectfully and that her actions were reflexive. Some claim that by hurling anything at a crowded crowd, she went too far. The atmosphere on stage changed immediately, and Cardi appeared truly surprised and heated at that moment. And the microphone toss wasn't a mere toss. It was driven by force. It became a PR and legal headache instead of a lighthearted opportunity to cool off. Given the ongoing lawsuit, Cardi may suffer significant financial consequences as a result of this one tense moment. Furthermore, this is no longer simply about water. Let's face it, it's about safety, responsibility, and how one moment can completely change everything. Hot takes and rumors were all over the internet when this whole story initially broke. I recall everyone yelling that Cardi B missed the individual who threw the water and instead caught someone who was totally innocent. That's what got everybody talking. Card's case was undoubtedly hurt by the films, which went viral frame by frame as viewers zoomed in to try to determine where that microphone fell. Things are getting serious now that this lawsuit has come up. As per the legal documents, the allegations are serious. We're talking about carelessness, violence, battery, and inadequate safety precautions. And it's not just Cardi thereafter. Additionally, Dre's Beach Club is being placed under scrutiny. The venue failed to maintain crowd control and failed to intervene when things started to go awry, according to the lawsuit. It is the mic throw is no longer the only factor. It concerns accountability when a crazy incident like this occurs during a live performance. After being struck, the alleged victim claims that no security reaction, protection, or concern for her safety was provided. They are requesting that the court hold Cardi B and the location responsible for this. It looks like this lawsuit will be more than a money grab. Safety, celebrity conduct, And what happens when things go wrong during a performance are all being seriously called into question. This is where things start to go haywire. Someone did in fact sell the microphone used in the event after all the commotion. Indeed, in all honesty, it went up on eBay and sold for an astounding $99,000, if I remember correctly. You're correct. The same mic for almost $100,000 like a boomerang. Cardi B threw herself into the throng. People were bidding on it as if it were a piece of music history, and it quickly became a collector's item. It was authentic, according to the seller. The Las Vegas show's microphone, and others genuinely thought it was real. Some wanted to gloat, while others were attempting to frame it. In any case, the speed with which a disagreement can be transformed into a business strategy is amazing. However, what are your thoughts on Cardi B being sued for this entire matter? Since she had been energizing the audience earlier in the performance by saying things like, "Oh, my sister, you want to throw water?" That was her statement. So when she threw the microphone, did she go too far, or was she simply caught up in the moment? Tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think Cardi should be held entirely accountable, or did this just get out of hand and get out of control? This matter is far from resolved, complex, and costly. It's hot out here, so you can throw water on me, Cardi B did say. Let's face it. During her performance, did she actually intend to get wet? With the music blaring and the audience enthused, she was obviously performing live on stage. She seemed to be in her element. What makes someone choose to still splash her face with a large amount of water during that precise moment? I feel like there's a distinction between simply washing someone and cooling them down. It's not exactly the time to be throwing water like it's a pool party, and she was obviously performing. You have to wonder if the timing was just wrong, even if Cardi had given the go-ahead beforehand. Give it some thought. She is glamorous. She is carrying pricey equipment. She's choreographing. Being hit by water in the middle of a performance could make anyone uneasy. She overreacted, according to several people. According to some, the fan went too far. In any case, none of us could have predicted how much this entire situation would grow. And as I mentioned earlier, I'd want to hear your thoughts. Should Cardi have handled it differently because she is a public person on stage? Or was
till you come and see me? So he's just basically saying, like, you need to take some time with him, period. And again, I'm not one of them niggas who's gonna sit here and preach to you.
Nah, bro, I appreciate it, Tory. Like, this mean a lot, bro. You heard me?
He essentially called her to attempt to keep her focused, give her some inspirational words, and encourage her to keep going despite the chaos.
I know. I be seeing what's going on, but it's like, yo, you dealing with a lot, but it's like, yo, it's all gonna be okay, bro.
Right.
And it's all gonna be for the greater good, bro. But you just gotta take that time and be intimate with him, bro. He wants you to actually spend some time with him. Spend some time in prayer away from people. Spend some time where you're not worrying about what everybody's talking about. You turn off the phone, spend a couple hours.
Backlash was swift as Christian posted that tape on social media. People began criticizing her in droves, asking why she was for Tory Lanez, the same Tory whose name continues to cause significant debate and who is incarcerated. Fans were astonished that she would even consider what he had to say, much less record the exchange and make it public. Critics claim it's not a good look.
B is a suspect for battery after the woman she threw the microphone at for throwing a drink at her.
Users felt that she was providing him with a platform at a time when many people don't think he deserves one. She was even accused by some of trying to create drama or clout chasing. Krishan, however, seems unfazed. Despite this, she shared it as if she had nothing to conceal. Was she attempting to provoke a response? Or was she merely seeking support?
So you mean to tell me that you can throw an event, and at your own event, if you are violated, and you meet that person with violence, not initiate, meet them with violence, you get in trouble?
There was a lot of discussion about it on the internet. What are your thoughts? Was it a careless move that backfired? Or was it unintentional support? This is where everything became even more chaotic, because everyone had something to say after Krishan shared that jail call. Some individuals arrived with their typical side eyes and judgment.
This is exactly why I say if someone's been messing with you or someone does something to you, you either walk away all the way or you go in all the way. Because now you're getting charged with assault or battery, and all she did was throw a microphone at her. She's lucky all she did was throw a microphone at her, because if it was me, a baby, I would have threw my whole body off that stage like a wrestler.
Her decision to post that call sparked a flurry of hot takes, think pieces, and comments on the internet. Here's the problem, though. The audio itself wasn't very clear. It was difficult to understand what Tory was saying. Some speculated that he might have been urging her to concentrate on being a mother and to spend more time with her son. Others said he was merely speculating about motivation without offering any concrete evidence. People were left perplexed and wondering what the true
What in the United States of America? Cardi B is being sued for attacking somebody with a microphone. Was it last year or a few months ago? The lady threw water on Cardi and Cardi responded. I don't know how much she's suing Cardi for, but yeah. Now Cardi ain't the only one now.
Was he merely talking in circles to keep relevant? Or was Tory sincerely attempting to encourage her? And was Krishan aware that it would attract attention? Or did she share it because she was inspired? For that reason, I would also like to know what you think about this.
So Krishan is speaking on the Tory Lanez situation with Meg. And what she's saying is that she spoke to him on a jail call for a bit. She's saying he's not guilty. I'm just not quite certain as to what she's saying he's not guilty of, because he's in jail for being around a pop.
Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you believe the message was profound or only a cover for additional drama? Let's listen. It's as if the chaos couldn't get any more out of control. Krishan responded to the critics with even more drama. She went online after being hauled for her Tory Lane call and made it apparent that she doesn't give a damn about what people think. She essentially said to the internet, "Are you upset about a phone call? As you are already aware, I speak to anybody I want," and that ignited the comment section. As usual, she began to pop off and cast shade rather than gently stating her position or clearing the air. Others said, "Girl, you're deflecting instead of addressing your real responsibilities." Especially in light of the constant discussion about her crazy public conduct and parenting. It's only served to exacerbate the chaos.
Clearly was around that. So I'm not quite sure what part of it she's speaking in regards to, but she's saying that he's not guilty. She's so gullible. Krishan is so gullible. Why would Tory Lanez want to speak to you? Why? For what reason Tory Lanez would want to speak to you? Why would he want to speak to Krishan?
Are divided at this moment. Some are truly worried and tired, while others will stop at nothing to ride or die for her. Why are you always in some mess? They ask. Instead of concentrating on your own tranquility, why are you standing up for someone who is incarcerated? Krishan continues to move as if nothing is bothering her.
So there's always a motive behind something. I'm not quite sure what it was. Or either she just called herself to be talking to him, because if we think about it, the other day they were on a podcast. Her and Sky was on a podcast where they asked them a question about if they think Tory Lanez is guilty. Sky said she didn't think he was.
No explanations or apologies. This brings us to the actual query. Is she merely attempting to clarify her misunderstanding in public? Or is she getting herself into more trouble with each online call and post? Sound off below. Is Krishan on a downward spiral?
I didn't really answer. But that leads me to one thing. So now he's brought up on 2 occasions. Why? Something's definitely going on. Something's definitely strange going on. Or either, like I said, he trying to make sure he stay alive. He keep his name alive. He keep his name alive up in the media. I'm not quite sure what's happening now. But like I said, Krishan is so gullible. She couldn't tell left from right from...
Since fans are no longer merely discussing Christian and Blueface individually, Here is where things start to become extremely ugly. They're claiming that they may both have a drama addiction. Something new every week. A nasty comment that starts a whole new fire. A chaotic Instagram live, a Twitter post, or a jail call. People on the internet are now questioning whether the mayhem is deliberate. For example, are they acting for the internet or are they actually living their lives? Some even think that conflict, rather than music, is what keeps them relevant. Whenever the excitement begins to wane, another viral moment appears out of nowhere. The most absurd aspect is that neither of them appears to be concerned about the
Fan of Krishan. Through all the many errors that she's been through all the craziness that she does, I still remain a fan of her. But not when she on the other side from my hottie. No way, no how. You don't go against my hottie. You don't go against my hottie. So you know where that's putting Krishan at. Oh no. Not against my Meg. Could be against a lot of people. When you go against my Meg, that's your ass. Understand?
Chrisean is crying uncontrollably. The next moment, she's laughing and dancing as if nothing had occurred. After discussing change, Blueface immediately reverts to his petty ways. It is a perpetual cycle. Additionally, supporters are...
Guys, if you ever needed another reason to detest Krishan, Snackatooth, Red Nose, the Pitbull Rock, she is currently recording herself on the phone getting advice from Tory the Hobbit Lanez and telling him how much she appreciates him. Do what you will with that information.
Question now becomes, are they simply two individuals trapped in a destructive pattern that they are unable to escape? Or are they well aware of how to keep the internet observing and enjoying the mayhem? Leave a comment with your thoughts. Is this simply their personality, or is it all part of their strategy to remain...
We do not want to see you anywhere on the stream, sister, okay? There's only some people that want to see you because they want to see you spiral, bitch, but we don't want to see you spiral, bitch. We have zero interest in that. Also, you going around calling somebody an enchilada thinking it's a reed, baby. It's not a reed. Enchiladas are good as fuck, bitch. You be eating every 2 fucking minutes in every clip that I see, bitch. You be eating rice, you be eating chicken, bitch. So I know you eat enchilada, bitch. Okay? Also, I mean, how would you feel if we just started calling you CPS?
Everything about this circumstance is crazy. Just keeps getting deeper, to be honest. From Krishan Rock's jail conversation with Tory Lanez and Blueface, surreptitiously dissing from the sidelines, to Cardi B's microphone throw and the lawsuit consequences.
Name just changed from Rock to CPS, bitch, like instantly, okay? I mean, that's just the reality of it, Sister Pop. And listen, no shade at all. But like, girl, you're the common denominator, sister. It's like an alternate chain reaction, bitch. Like, what? I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Anyways, next, done.
You always have the sexiest opinions, and these celebrities never stop entertaining the fans and the internet. You have the opportunity to sound off now. Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below. Do you believe Cardi overreached herself? Was Krishan really trying to stir up controversy? Or was he merely seeking support? And what's Blueface even doing at this point? Hating, assisting, or simply clinging? Let's begin. Who is correct? Who is at fault? Additionally, who's merely